Good evening, Kristen.
Good evening, Maura. How are you tonight?
Oh my gosh, so good. So excited to do this fabulous champagne glittery look and cannot wait for you to share yours. And we were just chatting and counting 6 Fridays before Christmas.
Yep.
Like, what?
So, how many of those do you need a little inspiration for some looks, ladies?
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
we're doing. We're just doing
absolutely.
two. Just two.
I'm going to show right here. These are the two that
Yes.
we're doing.
Yes.
And Kristen and I have done one side. So one eye, one cheek. I've got my lips lined.
Yes.
And then we're going to ask you this or that. So number one look is the look I'm doing. So I'll be this.
Yes. Oh, I know. I think I messed that up earlier. Yes.
Kristen's doing the number two look. So she's going to be that.
That.
And just letting us know by this or that too is going to get you some entries into our weekly giveaway
Yay.
that you can keep for you, or hey, it's 6 Fridays till Christmas, you could give that away as a
Totally.
special gift.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Are we
Okay.
going for it?
Yeah, do we want to talk do you want to start a little bit about the colors that you're using?
Yes. Okay, so I've got it popped into my perfect palette, which I love because it has a mirror in there. And just so if anyone does not know, maybe some ladies watching are just skincare ladies, or maybe they're new to Mary Kay. Our palettes, so Maura's gonna hold up the Petite and the Pro. All of our palettes are magnetic. So meaning like everything that we have, they come magnet and they pop right out. And we're talking like cream to powder and pressed powder as well. So you can really customize. You can have that big one and have everything in there. And if you're going out, you can pop them in here, or if you're going on a little vacation, put it on the petite. So just wanted to tell you about that because it just makes it so that when you run out of that one favorite color, you don't have to buy the entire
That's
palette like
right.
I did when I was growing up.
Oh, totally. Because you get like 5 colors or something, and then one gets empty, and you're like, oh,
You're neutral. or
yeah,
your or your crease, right? So you can
absolutely.
see my look right now. It has a little spot for a friend. So I've got Dusty Rose, Sweet Plum, which I love, and I've never done it like this. So it's so
Mhm.
fun. And then we've got Latte Contoured, Shy Blush, Blushed, and Glazed, highlighted. So that's my look. And I don't know if I should go into it or Maura, do you want to tell yours first and then we'll play?
I can share a little bit about the colors that I'm going to use too, because and it's so crazy. Like I love these colors. I would probably naturally go towards these colors because we've got gold status, we've got burnished bronze, cinnabar, okay, and then our liquid eyeshadow in light beam, which I
Love.
just absolutely love. Again, like my favorites. Now, if you wanted to make this a little bit more dramatic, you could use black eyeliner. You could use the liquid eyeliner pen. I'm going to use our new copper liner only because it's beautiful. It makes the look gorgeous. I love it. And if you're not like a liquid liner fan, this is another way to go. But I just thought that this new copper color, which was not released yet when we
Yes.
found out with this look, it just gives it a little bit of a different look, but it goes so well with it. And then we're going to use a wineberry blush, and then we're going to do a little bit of contour. I'm using latte. You could use cocoa if you have a bit more of a bronze tone skin color. And then I'm also going to use the highlighter, and I've got all of the highlighters and the bronzers in there.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Fun.
that shows you a different way to set it up too,
I like
which
it.
I love. And I'm using the highlighter in, oh my gosh,
You're doing Honey Glow?
glazed,
Oh,
in
glazed.
glazed. Yes, yes.
So
Honey
same.
Glow is a little bit deeper as well.
Yeah.
I do use Honey Glow as well, but this, I think it just gives you more of that kind of shimmer sparkle. So yeah, I'm super excited. Shall we
And
Should we get
I
into it?
actually forgot to say something. Sorry,
Oh,
Maura.
yeah, no worries.
So speaking of liquid liner, so I am going to use it, but what I ended up doing, and it was amazing, I put this on really thin and I actually went over it with the amethyst.
Ah, oh, to give it a little bit of a
Yep. And then you'll
little bit of
see
a
with my look how I also implemented the amethyst. And then on my lips
love
right
it.
now, because my look calls for like a plumish, I've just
Mhm.
started lip lining the violet lilac, and Mora has the tangerine.
I have the tangerine
And I want to say that last week when we did the launch, my lip liner lasted all day.
all day, all day.
Yep. So I will add some stuff over top to give that a bold look
Perfect.
like she has.
Yes. And I'm going to
Okay.
add the Poppy Please lipstick, but I'm also, if you're like a gloss fan and love that glossy, I think it just goes with the look. I'm going to add on some of our red, iconic red gloss
Yay.
on top of it today,
I love it.
just to give it that extra, like, I don't know. I
So
love it.
see what this is. So we're just like setting you up, talking about like how you can do things and you can customize them. So if you look
Absolutely.
at a look and you're like, right? So just know it's fun and you can play. And that's the best thing about having a beauty BFF. So after this, we're going to talk about that and you can set that up virtually or in
Absolutely.
person.
And I think, one of the things that I run into with most clients that I meet, and I'm sure, Kristen, you can speak to this as well, is that, it's not like you're just going in and buying colors or like you see like, oh, these are on trend, I'm going to get these. And then you get home and you're like, oh, okay, well, you're like trying to YouTube people doing this or that. But we will literally break down your look,
Mm-hmm.
teach you where to put exactly what, using what brush, what product, so that when you take your products home, you feel confident in, oh my gosh, okay, I can do this because I already did it and it
Yep.
actually looks really good.
Yes.
So you
And
don't
that's the
really need
thing. Teaching, not touching. So when we have someone in front of us, we're teaching them where it goes and guiding them. And when we're virtual, we're either sending you the samples and you're doing it or you're watching us, but we're not touching you, right? Like,
it. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
About
ready?
building your confidence. Can you tell that, yeah, one of our eyes is
Yeah.
not done? This
I
eye
know. I
looks
was
so
like,
much bigger and open.
uh-huh. It's such a pretty, I
Wink,
love it.
wink.
So plum it, and I love it because both of these looks are good for any eye color. So like the
Yes.
berry can go with blue, brown, hazel, green, all of it. And obviously your colors are like a neutral.
Love it. That
Everything.
look great on anyone. Like
Mhm.
anyone. So good.
Okay, so I'm
Okay, so
taking Dusty Rose and putting it all over the whole lid.
okay, and I'm going to start with the gold status, and I'm using my all over brush, and I'm actually just going to
And
go in the from the center of the eye towards the inner corner of my eye. Now, something important when you get product on your brush, you want to tap. We never want to blow into our brushes because
yeah,
that is going to spread bacteria. It's also going to make your brush wet and it's not going to pick up your product evenly. Therefore, it's not going to go on evenly. Okay. So I also find that I like to kind of press my
mm,
shadow into my eyes.
just like that, gentle. And our shadows are 12-hour wear. They are like wrapped in cream. So they're like a Chroma Fusion 12-hour wear. We're
Oh,
both
they're
using
amazing.
the eyeshadow brush. And I'll also tell you that our brushes say what they're for. So on
Yes,
them, it actually says all over shadow, eye crease, blender.
that's right. That's right.
So my
And
next step is
yeah,
grabbing with the same brush, I'm going to grab Sweet Plum, which it's so
yeah.
funny because I love these two colors and I've never done this look. So that's another thing. Check out Mary Kay USA. They have a lot
Yes,
more looks, but keep in mind they are American priced. So,
yes.
but there's just so many options
So we
for,
can share some links with you,
yeah,
or your
reach
consultant will
out.
share those out with you. But yes, just keep in mind when you're looking at them, we have the same colors, but the prices that you will see will be in US dollars. Okay, so I'm grabbing my burnished bronze next with the exact
Um,
same brush as well. And I'm gonna go from the center um, of the eyelid to the outer corner. Okay, and don't worry about it getting anywhere as well, because we'll we'll tell you what to do with that after. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just doing the same and then
Oh, and I have another tip. I have another tip actually, just as I'm trying to show you that. Take your mirror, wherever that is. If you have a hooded eye like I do, instead of going like this, trying to see your crease, because as soon as you do normal, it's not going to be where you think you placed it. Hold the mirror under and look down so your eye is relaxed as you apply this color.
thank you for that tip because I don't have a hooded eye. I have a deep set and kind of like a, I don't want to
So
say,
instead of applying like this, I'm just looking down so my eye is relaxed. Okay. And then I'm going to apply from the center out with a relaxed eye.
perfect.
And then when I open my eye, you're still going to see that color. Instead of you're just stretching the skin, but when you open your eyes, that skin's going to relax.
Totally.
Whereas like this, you can still see where that skin is going to sit on your eye so that you can apply the color appropriately. Okay.
And I'm gonna say, like, not that Maura's look is harder. I'm not saying that. Her look has a few more steps to get that look, where my look is just two colors liner. So
That's
that's
right.
another thing, but you don't also have to just use these colors. You could find a matte to go all over and a shimmer to go on. So you could
Absolutely.
do like a biscotti everywhere and like a rustic if you want more neutral.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's the other thing. So we're just
Yeah.
teaching.
Or if you also didn't want, well, this might not be the look for you if you didn't want the kind of shimmery, sparkly holiday look. This wouldn't be the one for you. If you're like a total, all you wear is matte, you might want to look at a different look. But if you are
Yes,
like me and you love the, champagne shimmer sparkle, that's what I love about the holidays. And just because you have hooded eyes, because I do, so I'm showing you, it doesn't mean you can't wear shimmer shadows. You have to be more aware of placement and that kind of thing.
totally.
Okay, then I'm grabbing my blending blush, and I'm just gonna kind of do little swirls. And now when you're blending, you always want to blend out because I don't want to bring that darker color in to my lighter shadows. So when you're blending, just make sure that your brush movements are towards the outer corner of the eye.
And I'm
Okay.
just taking Sweet Plum and going on the bottom. And I want to tell you that while Sweet Plum does have a slight shimmer, this would be a look for someone that doesn't like shimmer because I'm
Yeah.
actually the only thing I'm going to get a little tiny bit of shimmer from. And Brandon, my husband, he commented because I put these on my hands last week and they were on like still the next day. And he's like, wow, they're so pretty. They still had a shimmer. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
where you're really getting the shimmer. So now I'm gonna actually go right in. I put Sweet Plum along the bottom, and I'm gonna go in with my liquid eyeliner, doing a really thin line.
Yeah. And I'm just taking that Cinnabar and just kind of sweeping it on the bottom. And I'm actually using our eye crease brush for this so that it's a bit kind of thicker underneath. Okay. And so I bring it in. I don't come all the way into the corner of my eye for this. I come about 3/4 of the way, I would say. Okay. Now, next, I'm going to go into with my copper liner and go right along the lash line. And it just adds that extra little, especially again, if you have hooded eyes, getting right into that lash line will make your lashes look fuller, therefore your eyes look more open. And sometimes you even want to go almost in through the bottom of your lashes to get into that line to make sure that we're getting that fullest look. And then I've taken this down to the bottom as well because I just love that kind of
Yes.
shimmer that it
And I'm
gives.
actually taking amethyst, so I'm doing the going over the waterproof, and then I'm also going over the Sweet Plum that I put on the bottom to match.
I love that you did that. This really reminds me of our shadow that we have called is it Shiny Penny?
Frozen Iris? Oh,
Shiny.
sorry. That. Yes, yes, yes.
So like I would often take that along there, and I love now though that I could just do that with that one there.
Yeah, and it
Okay.
stays and it's so pretty. And so I did that last week. I wore the copper last week and I wore it just with mascara. and it was
It's
so
so
pretty.
pretty. Like, ladies, get your hands on these. Again, they will be sold out. 100%. If you saw them, or go back and watch the launch one to look at them again, like they are so
Yeah.
pretty. They're gonna be gone. They're gonna be
And
gone.
and also check your mail because my customers, so today it's November 14th, right? Today. So last week
Yes.
I had ladies messaging me, and I've already got orders. So I guess what page is it on? This page. And they're already one of each. Can I get one of each?
Yep, absolutely. So
So
pretty.
don't miss the boat.
No, no. Okay, so
I'm
now
gonna
I'm
do
using
mascara. I'm doing
liquid.
lash intensity on the
Okay.
top and Fanorama on the bottom.
Oh, love it. Mix it up. And again, use whatever mascara you love. You can layer, you can, I know often, people will use the lash intensity and then the Fanorama to just like really help separate those. I'm now going to put some light beam. You can use your finger. I'm going to use our cream shadow brush. I just put a little bit on my hand there just to go into that inner corner of my eye to really create that, like you can see the difference. It really brightens up that area and it really helps open up your eye. It's so, and it's not all over my lid, but you know what? I also could have put this all over my lid if I wanted to.
And then for anyone that doesn't know how to use lash intensity, so there's a flat and then a wide. So you go in this way first to get right to the root and then go like this. So it's like, and you put as many layers as you want, girl. It's kind of like chocolate chip cookies. You measure that with your heart.
You
You put
betcha.
as much layers as you want.
Okay, I'm just going to talk for a second here about our cheek brush. So you can see that it's like slanted. This brush you can really use 3 different ways, and you can do your blush, you can do your bronzer or contour, and you can do your highlighter. So I put my blush in that center part. Then I'm going to take the pointy part at the top and go underneath with my contour. And then I'm going to go on the bottom and just put a little bit of highlighter on.
Yes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually contour in a way that lifts if we're maybe older than 40. So
Who's older than 40?
I don't know, but if you were, it could be for you. So I'm actually taking my contour and putting it on the cheekbone as opposed in here. So I'm going in like that. I've already done a little up here. But then I'm going in with Shy Blush, sorry. Mora has Wineberry.
Yes. And
I'm
then I'm
going
going
in
in
with,
with my contour.
yes.
Flat.
And then I'm going in now with highlight.
And I really don't have any cheekbones, so I really need to create them.
And I have them, but I want to make them more lifted. See, 2 different faces, 2 different eyelids just coming together. So see the
Love it.
lift,
Love it. Now,
lift,
a
lift.
little tip that I'm going to have for you when you're cleaning up, or if you ever get too much where you're like, ooh, somebody once told me your cheeks should never enter a room before you do. Meaning they're like, oh.
Yes.
So why I love also our liquid foundation brush is because I'm going to go under my eyes and I'm going to clean it up towards the end of my brow there. So I'm just going to sweep. I'm not adding foundation. I'm just cleaning up
Oh, I love it. Great tip.
to get rid of anything that's under there. Because speaking of, over 40, if you have product that comes beyond the end of here that is below your eye and not going up, it's actually going to create more of a droopy eye.
Yeah.
So you want to be able to clean that up. And
Love it.
if you're like, whoa, you can just tone that down.
Yes.
Or you can
Totally.
also create a sharper under that where you want to create, like if you're feeling like, oh, I brought it down too far, I have to start again. No,
Yeah. No.
calm down.
Blending. It's all about blending.
That's right. That's right. When in doubt, blend it out.
Yes. And so I'm gonna over top, even though I have a lighter lip, I've got the violet lilac. I think that's what it's called, violet lilac.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do lipstick and gloss. Okay, I'm doing the whole shebang, ladies. I'm taking Appleberry semi shine. I'm going Very
You
Beautiful. If this is what it's called, we're going.
you know where else I put my highlighter? Because I don't have much of an upper lip. As soon as I
Oh.
smile, it disappears. So something you can do is you can take around your lips, you can use under eye corrector,
Mhm.
which will give the appearance of some bigger lips. Another thing that you can do is just dab a little bit of the highlighter on your finger, and I'm going right above my kissy mark there. Okay. And
Another,
that will
yes.
create.
Oh yeah, that's great. Another thing, Sheer Illusion lip gloss,
Oh,
popping it in the middle. I didn't
yes.
bring that because we're going berry today, but that is a
Yes.
great thing. And I'm actually going to go even one step further. So I've got the violet liner. Mora's popping on Poppy, please.
Probably.
Appleberry. And then I'm going to actually go over it with a lip gloss that scares many people, but it's gorgeous. It's called Evening Berry. It actually
I love that
matches
one.
the palette that our perfect palette. So
Okay, and I'm going to finish this up with some iconic red gloss because I'm such a gloss girl. And I mean, for this champagne and sparkle look, I think it's perfect.
and I actually did Riley. I just called you Riley. I did Mora's look in my girls' night in group. So if you're a customer of mine or one of my unit, um, it's so fun. So different looks, right? She's more blonde, I'm dark. Uh, yeah.
Where are we going now?
I feel
It's
like I
Thursday
know you're in
night.
Langley and I'm in Squamish, but we should meet halfway for like a late night, a late night drink.
Now. And that's a great time to actually get together with your beauty BFF. Like you have your Christmas party coming up, you're going out for a girls' night, whatever it might be.
Check your
Be like,
calendar.
hey, are you free Saturday, whatever time at
Yeah.
12 o'clock? Get together. She can teach you how to do your look. If you want to do it before girls' night or something, you can practice before, whatever it is, then you're just going to be ready to go.
The other fun thing, if it is a girls' night, book an afternoon party with
Get
her.
everyone ready.
All your girls come, or if she's not available, say she's not available that day, book it earlier that week, you learn it, and then you have time to practice and perfect. And you can
Oh,
rock
totally.
it the whole holiday season.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like many people, I mean, a lot of my girlfriends, I knew nothing about makeup before Mary Kay. I really have learned everything through taking different courses and just what the, you know, Mary Kay has brought in for us for education. And it's just, I'm so grateful for that. But before, I'd have a friend that was, everyone has their little makeup guru friend. And by the way, if that's you, we should really talk. Like all we do is play and then like, help
Yeah.
everybody else. And you're already doing it, but you're just doing it.
And then
Um,
you get some
and then
perks.
she would teach everybody, like, you learn and then you're having a girls' night, show everybody your goods because you just do it anyways, right?
Yes. And last but not least, spray
Oh,
that
yes.
face. If you don't have yours, don't worry. I'll just show.
Okay, I'll tackle this.
We have the same finishing, so Scandinavia's finishing spray brand, I can't remember. And ours is like so well priced. I think it's either 20, 23, 23,
Mhm.
and it's
Yep.
like I have a lady that lives here in the summer and then she lives in Dubai. She buys like 5 because it's the only thing that works.
Gonna melt proof your makeup for Dubai. Yeah.
She buys a year supply because
And
it's hot
another great
there.
thing is our translucent powder. That's gonna really help set everything as well. So, I've just got my all over powder brush. It's translucent. So that means it's not like skin specific. And it's just gonna help set everything.
And I would do that after this, by the way, but I did not bring it. Especially for combo oily, like I'll go
Yes.
in here. So you can see I'm a little dewy, but some people like it. It's all good. And don't forget, if you do this, you need this.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay?
Yes. Yes. And you need to clean your brushes. There's so many people that I have met that, like, I don't know why, like I'm all of a sudden I'm breaking out on my cheeks. First question, when was the last time you cleaned your do you wear blush? Yeah, oh yeah, or bronzer or whatever, or foundation. When was the last time you cleaned your brushes? You're like,
Totally.
sometimes, and hey, I will admit, I did not know before Mary Kay. They usually clean your brushes. I'm like,
Same,
use them that often?
same.
It's fine.
But
However,
yeah, and our 3-in-1 cleansing bar is amazing for a deep clean. Once a week
absolutely.
deep clean, and I use it daily for my liquid foundation brushes.
And
So
especially if you're more acne prone, you want everything clean all the time.
oh yeah, yeah. So our ballots for this week. First, like we said, are you a this, Maura? Are you a that? What is you? Or maybe you got your own, right? You tell if you have something else, you tell us, it's fine. So that's a ballot. Obviously watching. So if you watch and comment and let your beauty BFF know, hey, I watched, that was so fun. Shopping. If you want to shop, every $50 you spend, you're gonna get a ballot for our.
Setting up your appointment.
And then
Try it
yeah,
out.
number 4, book, virtual, in person, whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Well, yeah, like, okay, Kristen, I'm gonna message you after. We'll find out where we're going.
I know, right? Gonna meet late night.
Kids should be asleep, right? Husbands are,
I hope
yeah,
they
doing
are.
that for us. Yeah.
Hope daddies are doing good. Bedtime.
Maybe we'll have a
Awesome.
virtual drink.
We might have to. Thank you, ladies, and we'll see you next week.
Yes.
We're gonna
Oh, this is a
do
goodie.
let me
Getting
just
ready to start talking about gift giving and
yes. Oh,
some
before I
ideas.
forget,
Oh,
sorry.
yes. Wish
Wish lists. Remember at the very first session we did wish lists. So if anything on here is like an and then some, like a lip something, pop it on your wish list, tell your beauty BFF.
finishing spray.
Oh
Sometimes for some
yeah.
people, that's an and then
Or
some
if you
for
just want
sure.
another makeup remover in your stocking, because let's be serious.
But this is such a great, like, I just have to say, because we're talking about it right now, this is such an inexpensive
Gift.
um gift, and it's a great stocking stuffer, being only, is it $12, Kristen? Yeah,
Yeah,
$12
it's empty for $12, and you can either do 4 shadows, or
or
you could
one
do
in
a
a
blush,
blush.
a highlight, and 1 shadow.
Absolutely. That's right. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to hold up the 3 sizes if I can
Yes,
here.
and I only have 1 with me, sorry. But I'll
Okay,
show
so
you.
1, 2, 3. Okay. And what's great about having this one is it can house
All the
everything.
goods.
So instead of having a makeup bag like full of all these different shadows and da 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 da, you can put all things in here. And then if you're like, oh, but and it's super thin. So it just
They are.
slides into anything. But if you're like, oh, I just want to keep that one look, like my everyday neutral tone that you might be putting
Yeah.
on with a blush or a contour or a highlight or whatever, or oh, I want to put my whole look in here in case whatever you
Yeah.
remember. Oh, so that you remember, if you have too many colors, you might be like, ooh, what were those colors again?
But this also fits nicely in a purse because it has your mirror.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So if you want to just put a pressed powder in there and do the
And
go
it
to the
has the mirror
powder
so
room.
that you're able to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Kristen.
Thank
That was so much
you.
fun.
Yes, it was fun.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your night, ladies.
Bye,
Oh, and
guys.
you have until Sunday.
Oh yes, you have until Sunday to get entered into our draw. So end of the weekend. End of the
Yep.
weekend. Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.